Welcome to a year of yoga. I'm Kristine Drummond, your instructor today, and we are in the kneeling position, bringing our hands to heart center as we set the intention for the day. Inhaling as we rise, exhaling as we bring the arms back down our side, lower the body down. Inhaling, rising, exhaling, lowering. Let's go again. Inhaling, exhaling. Dropping the neck, the right ear to the right shoulder, stretching the left side of the neck. Over to the left side. Taking the head forward, chin to chest. And then taking it back. And back to the middle. Coming up onto our right knee, left leg goes long, left arm goes down the left leg and right arm comes up overhead. Going a little bit further on the exhale if you can. And then planting down through the right hand, lifting the left leg. And then bringing the left knee back to meet the right. Raising, taking the right leg out to the side. Bending over the right leg. Left arm comes up overhead. And then planting down through the left hand, raising the right leg parallel with the mat, and then bringing that knee back to meet the left. Inhaling as we rise, exhaling as we fall. Tucking the toes under now, and then bringing the fingers so that they face the knees. And we're just going to stretch our forearms here. You might find they're a little bit tight, so I'm going to stretch those out. And then grabbing the heels, taking the knees wide. We're going to push the hips forward and the belly. And we should have straight arms behind us. Our arms are supporting our upper body as we open the chest towards the sky. And then gently coming into tabletop position, running through some cat-cows, exhaling into cat position, inhaling into cow. Dropping the chest and belly to the floor and then raising and arching the back towards the sky. Right arm and left leg are going long and then tucking them under the body, elbow to knee. Taking them as far as you can and then tucking them under. One more time. Beautiful. Left arm, right leg. Tucking them under, pausing for a moment. And going long again. One more time. Great job. Doing some big juicy circles with the hips. We're taking the hips right back over the heels in one direction. And then we're going to switch it and take it back in the other direction. Tucking the toes, downward facing dog. High plank. Pushing back into downward facing dog again. High plank. downward dog. High plank. Dropping to our knees, taking the knees wide, coming into child's pose, taking the arms long. Our hips are on our heels, or our bottoms on our heels. And we're just gently resting the chest between the legs and the forehead on the floor. Couple more breaths here. And then gently rising. Tucking the toes, downward facing dog. Coming into high plank. Pushing back into downward dog. High plank. Downward dog. High plank again. And then dropping to the knees, bringing the knees together, child's pose. Or curling up into a ball pose. Couple more breaths here. And then gently coming onto the side, taking the legs long. We're coming up onto our right elbow. The left arm goes long. And we're just going to twist the upper body, bringing that left elbow under the body to meet the right. One more time. Just working the abdominals here, gently placing the hips on the mat as we swivel over to the other side, pressing down through the left elbow this time. And then bringing the right arm under to meet the left. Exhaling as we twist, inhaling as we take that arm high. Last one. And then gently releasing. Going into boat pose. And lowering the body, arms overhead. And then coming back up into boat pose, lowering down again. And using the abdominals to get back up. Down again. Raising the body up. Arms overhead, looking for length here. And then strength in getting the body back up. And then gently lowering back to the mat. Bending the legs, we're coming into reverse tabletop now. Taking the right leg and left arm long, pausing. Back to reverse tabletop. Left leg, right arm long, letting them hover. Coming back to the middle. Right leg, left arm. And then over to the other side. Just repeating this a couple more times. Hugging the knees in towards the chest. Coming into happy baby. Rubbing the big toes with your pointer finger and middle finger, taking the knees wide. And then grabbing the knees as we release the feet and just guiding the hips to the outside of the body. Guiding the knees, I should say. Taking them as wide as you can is what I'm trying to say. Hugging the knees in again. And then taking the legs long for our final resting pose, Savasana. Now we're only going to be here for a minute or so. So if you want to stay longer, just press pause on the video and stay as long as you like. And just clearing your mind of any thoughts that are popping in and not getting frustrated with the thoughts that are coming, but rather acknowledge them, have awareness around them, maybe even get curious about them and why those thoughts are popping in, and then just send them on their way. We can deal with those thoughts later. Starting to bring some movement back into the body, maybe giving it a good stretch. And then rolling over to one side and gently pushing up into a kneeling position. Gently resting your hands on your knees before inhaling, bringing palms together above our head to our third eye. May we have kind and loving thoughts today. As we lower them to our lips, may we speak kind and loving words today. As we lower them to our heart space, may we have kind and loving intentions today. Have a magical day, everybody. Namaste.